Today we're going to be judging some entitled family members. I'm very lucky where my family have literally been completely normal. If you've ever had to deal with a family member like this, I feel bad for you. This pregnant sister-in-law who expected that her nephews and nieces onesies would be given to her. Hi there, and also what the hell? Why would you mutilate your baby's old clothes instead of going to the store and buying new ones like a normal person? I know you didn't grow up with family, but traditionally someone with a baby would hand down the old clothes to the next family member in need. You know I'm due in 6 weeks, so how could you be so inconsiderate and disregard me? Forget about coming to the christening. Oh my god, talk about rude. So basically this pregnant sister-in-law was expecting to get free onesies. There could be a good reason as to why they decided to get rid of them. Maybe they were raped, old, etc. Maybe we wanted to donate them somewhere. I've got a feeling this sister-in-law is probably the sister-in-law you don't want to be around. Thank god I don't have to deal with anyone like her. This cousin, he didn't help out with the bills but was mad at their relative for not paying the Wi-Fi bill. What's wrong with the Wi-Fi, bro? Come on, bro, fix it. Where are your computer skills? The internet was out because they shut it off as the bill wasn't paid yesterday. Oh, you better keep paying it. So let me get this straight. This cousin who doesn't pay for the Wi-Fi wants you to continue on paying for the Wi-Fi when you quite clearly can. How about he chimes in and helps out? You know, Wi-Fi nowadays is so expensive. I actually don't use Wi-Fi in my room because it's so bad. I use 4G and I pay £35 a month to have unlimited 4G. It's expensive, but it's worth it. But I won't lie, the worst thing ever is having bad Wi-Fi. Like, I used to have Wi-Fi and like I'd be connected, but like I wouldn't load anything. McDonald's Wi-Fi was literally better. This relative who was unappreciative of the colouring book their 2-year-old was gifted. Okay, so their 2-year-old child got given a colouring book and they're mad about it. What is there to be mad about? The crayon she got for blank is in poor condition and low quality material. I barely see the colour and the colouring book is also crappy. Sorry, but your gift to blank is really rubbish. I'm kind of disappointed actually. After all, never have I ever given you a crappy stuff. Just don't get her low quality stuff. I don't appreciate that. You were given a colouring in book with crayons and the pens, etc. That stuff costs money and you're still angry about it. I can assure you there's a child out there who would love that stuff. Trust me, children grow up in poverty. It's awful. It breaks my heart. They would do anything. They would sell a limb to get a colouring in book with the low quality material, as you like to put it. They would die for that. They'd love to do that. They would literally love it so much. And look at you sat here in WhatsApp complaining to your cousin because they got you something which you weren't happy with. This is an entitled family member and I've got a feeling they're starting to bring up an entitled child. Side rant, guys, there's a big fly right in front of me. It's like a blue bottle or like a moth. Oh my god, I'm looking at it right now. It's absolutely gigantic and it's looking at me. I hope it doesn't jump on me. This cousin-in-law who made their relative drive 40 minutes for no reason. I want that watch. When can I pick up the watch for my mum and will you do any lower than 85? Getting it for her for Mother's Day. Whenever is fine. We don't want to go lower than 85 because it was barely used for a year. We'll do 70, 75. Okay, when can I meet you? Whenever. Do you work today? No. Okay, send me pictures, please. Okay, so they sent a photo and by the looks of it, that's an Apple Watch. Apple Watches cost like £400, don't they? They're getting a really good bargain for that. Can you meet me this morning? Sure, what time and where? You tell me. I live in blank. It doesn't matter to me. I'm free all day. Oh, okay, and what kind of watch again? Fitbit Versa. Okay, so it's a Fitbit, not an Apple Watch. Either way, Fitbit for £70, that's a pretty good deal. Oh, okay, I can remember. You just let me know. Can you meet at blank at 11? Yeah, sure, sounds great. I'm here in a grey Ford. Can I get ready and stuff? I've been babysitting my mum's dog, so I gotta take him home too. When do you think you'll be here? Unless you want to come to blank. What's your address and I'll just bring it there since I already drove to blank. Okay, I have a big favour to ask you and I could even give you a little extra gas money if you could. What? I don't want to know what they're gonna say, but I just know for a fact it's gonna be something completely ridiculous. This person's basically turned up ready to give them the watch and they're not there and they're not ready and they want them to go somewhere else. I can't deal with these people. Would you mind taking my mum's dog Peanut with you and dropping him off at my mum's? My uncle Bobby's there, so I have to drive all the way to blank. I'm in my brand new car that is white seat, so I'd really rather not. You just meet me in blank. I'll wait, but I really wasn't planning on coming all the way to blank. If not, I'm gonna have to go back home and we can meet up a different time because I've got stuff I have to do before I go back to work. So obviously this person's irritated. I completely understand it. They've literally driven somewhere. I don't know how far. It could be 5 minutes or 50 minutes. And this person's basically trying to get them to do chores for them. Do it yourself. So what would you like me to do? Or you want to come to blank or what? If you could come to blank, that would be great since I'm already here. So yeah, that person's basically sat there waiting for them and they're still not coming. I have a question. Do you have like a PayPal or something? I can send you the money that way and you can drop by the watch off at my mum's for her for Mother's Day. I mean, yeah, but if I would have known you weren't going to meet me, then I wouldn't have driven all the way over here for no reason, lol. I understand, sorry, I was meeting you but I lost track of time, lol. So what do I need to send it to? And then I'm assuming they sent the PayPal. I'm gonna be completely honest, if I were you, I just wouldn't give them the watch. Screw them. I cannot stand people who cannot communicate properly. I feel like that person's also very unreliable. I feel like you'd make plans with them for a certain time and they turn up like an hour late. Side rant, I can't stand that. There's been times I've went to meet friends and they've been like an hour late, half an hour late, etc. If you're genuinely stuck in traffic, I can understand that. However, if you're just plain lazy and like all over the place, I don't appreciate that. That person right there has amazing patience, a lot more than me, because if I were them, I just would have blocked the number. I'm an a-hole for not lending my card to my entitled family members. I, 16 male, have a free C learner's permit. I'm gonna be completely honest, I've never driven, I've never taken a test, I don't know what that kids. I'm just gonna assume it's something. My family consisting of me, my mum and dad, and my 12-year-old brother recently bought a pre-owned German Perfection, a 2012 Audi A8L, contributed some money I earned in order for tax waivers and some stuff. My parents bought the car and kept it in my name. It's still their car though. With my learners, I can use the car as long as I have a license holder traveling with me. You get how it works. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't, but then I do. It kind of makes sense, but then it also doesn't make any sense to me. So my uncle's family, who live in a flat diagonal to us, are filthy richer than us. My uncle's family consisting of him, his daughter, his wife, elder sister-in-law, who has a daughter and a son, and a younger sister-in-law who gave birth 4 years ago. They treated us like crap in the past. They just maintained a distance from us though. When we were in the process of buying the car, they kind of warmed up to us. And do you wanna know why? Because they want free ride. I always think it's so interesting how someone will treat you badly, but whenever you've got something which could benefit them, they'll start warming up and be nice to you. It's quite weird, isn't it? Uncle's elder sister-in-law lives 25 kilometers away in the city. She, who has lived with my uncle's family now, asked me if I could drop her children, 13 female and 14 male, to school, an extracurricular class for a month or so, because she was in a tight situation with my uncle going through unavoidable issues and her husband being temporarily unable to drive because of some stomach disease. I told her I could as long as I get a share for it, and she offered me $0.5 US a kilometer. I'm gonna be completely honest, is that 50 cents per kilometer or $5 or $50? This person doesn't live in the US, so I don't think they understand the money over there. However, by the looks of it, they're only giving you 50 cents, and I think that's not enough. Where I live, it's a pretty good deal. My permit says I'm allowed to drive cars up to 3 cylinders without a license holder, but the Audi is a 6-cylinder engine. I explained how I need a license holder along with me since it's a 6-cylinder. Her husband said that he would travel with me. I fulfilled her request for a month. Her husband just used to doze off in the front or back seat. No cop pullovers, everything went fine. Her kids and I are distant, so conversation was limited. I just mostly played my music in the Bluetooth. Her husband recovered over the month, such to the point that he could drive pretty well again. Now, once they recovered, they said I was no longer required to help them. Fair enough. However, one day they asked if I could lend the car to them as he needed to drop them off. I refused, mainly because I wouldn't like others getting handy with my German machine, plus I was in complete right to do that since I was the owner. I asked if they needed any other help and they just said they would like the car. I told them I can't just hand it off and I would still drive for them if needed. They blew me off. Next day I received text from her side of the family about how I'm an a-hole because I wouldn't lend my car for a family in need. My parents were completely fine with my decision and appreciated me. I'm an a-hole. Okay, let me think long and hard. No, you're not. Put it this way, I don't care about you. They only need you whenever it helps them. Remember in the post I was talking about how they were filthy rich, they'd never really talked to his side of the family unless they needed stuff, and they were kind of horrible in the past. Now that you've got something which could benefit them, they want to be in your life. So no, you're not the a-hole, and also keep in mind they've got money, so why can't they just buy a car? This cousin expected a family discount for clothes and jewelry. So my cousin is getting married tomorrow, and she and her cousin bought lehengas. I don't know if lehenga is the name of someone or a jewelry brand. And jewelry from me and my sister's shop, and these idiots had the audacity to ask for a family discount while my sister and I aren't even invited to the effing wedding. Wait a minute, so your cousins haven't even invited you to the wedding, but they're asking for a family discount in the jewelry? So they've literally came over to you saying, oh yeah, for my wedding I want some jewelry, can I get money off? And you're not even invited. If I were you, I'd ask them to turn around and laugh them to the door. This cousin who owed a relative $7,000, and instead of paying it back suggested the relatives sell them a house and take the commission. Sorry bro, I thought you changed your number when you didn't respond for 2 years about the 7k you owe me. Oh, so it looks like they've been airing you for 2 years. Oh yeah, this ain't good. Yeah, it's me. I thought we already talked about that. That's why I didn't reply, but I have an idea to get you the money we lost. Now you hadn't responded, man. ... Yeah, don't try and act like you had an idea or like there was a misunderstanding. You were airing them. I did respond saying we took a loss in that investment when nobody helped me out. I was a one-man team, but like I said, within the next 2 years, hopefully me and Blank are able to buy a house. I'll rather you get commission than anybody else. We didn't lose anything. I lost that money. It's a pretty bad look when you go to Vegas and buy new Jordans and crap. When you owe someone money, especially family. You do you though, just don't ask me for anything. That right there is quite interesting because I've been in a semi-similar situation like that. I've been out with friends, I've given them money for something because they needed it and they said they pay me back. But every single time I ask for the money back, they'd be like, oh, I don't have it, etc. Yet they're able to fill up their car with petrol, they're able to go out for dinner, buy new clothes, you know, go on holiday, but they're not able to give me that £50 they owe me. To me, that's one of the worst things you could ever do, and that's how you immediately lose me as a friend. This cousin who asked a relative for extra birthday gifts for their son. Hey Blank told me that you're giving him your old PlayStation ... Just wanted to thank you, he's so excited to get it. Hey, no biggie, I finally got a PS5, so I was looking for someone who'd like to take my old PS4 Pro. Saw him at Grandma's in Easter and he perked up when I mentioned it. He is very happy about it. It's his birthday in 2 weeks. That's what makes it extra special. By the way, ... Since you're giving him the PlayStation, you're also giving him games with it, right? Just don't know if I can afford to buy him new games right now. Yeah, I'm giving him games with it, almost 20 games I think. Most of my games are digital, so I can't give those to him, but he'll get my physical copies. There's Spider-Man, both of them original, and Miles Morales, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted and Trilogy Collection, God of War, The Witcher 3, and a bunch of other games. So this little child is getting a pretty good deal for his birthday. He's gonna be proper happy. But as per usual, the mum's gonna have some sort of issue with it. Oh, that's great. He also mentioned that he wants to play God of War Ragnarok. That sounds like a game which I don't know about. And a New Horizon game. Any chance you can get those for him as well? Think of it as your birthday gift to him. Wait a minute, he's already getting a PS4. That is a birthday gift. He's literally getting PS4 and some other games. Why are you asking this guy to get him more gifts? I think the console plus the games are enough for a birthday gift. Maybe you can find a discounted or even used copies of the game. Besides, maybe he should play through the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War, which I'm already giving him, or he starts playing the new ones just to fall. I see, ... Okay, ... What a cold reply. How can you literally reply with that? Your son is being given a PS4 with other games, and it's still not enough for you. Why don't you go and buy him them games? It's his birthday after all. You know, he's been given the PS4, he's been given games. Why don't you chip in a wee bit? With people like that, you can never make them happy. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to. All I'm gonna say is that next time they're at Granny's house, it's gonna be proper awkward. He's gonna have to come face to face with that witch. I'm an a-hole for not wanting to go to my brother's wedding because my stepson isn't invited. Okay, from that title, I'm gonna assume that the wedding is child-free, so no children are invited, hence why it's called the child-free wedding. I'm male, 28, I've been with my fiance, 30 female, for a year and a half. I have a stepson that's 4 that I adore and treat as my own. My older brother's wedding is soon. I was intending on going, but after I found out my stepson was not invited, we started having issues. My brother explained that it's the nature of the wedding they choose, which is child-free. But my fiance was upset that this role was forced on family as well. Well, I mean, yeah, funny enough, it's a child-free wedding, hence why no children should be going. She got into arguments with my brother and fiance and ended up deciding to not go to the wedding. As a result, I called my brother and told him I no longer want to come after what happened. He began arguing, saying my fiance is the one being unreasonable and now has convinced me to miss his wedding. I told him that it's just me supporting my family after the way he and his fiance treated me, but they haven't treated you bad, like you're literally in the wrong here. His fiance said that they don't owe us anything and that this is a wedding rule that applied to everyone. I said fine, I'm not coming. My brother's pissed. My parents are calling me unreasonable for being willing to miss my only sibling's wedding and basically let a woman I've only knew for a year and a half drive a wedge between us. They said if I go through with this then I might lose my brother, who's my support and comfort forever, and so much damage and hurt will come out of this. I stopped responding to them, but members of extended family are saying that me and my fiance are creating a problem trying to control my brother's wedding. Them family members are correct. Put it this way, if a wedding is child-free, it means it's child-free, no children are going. That includes friends' children, their children, your children. It's a child-free wedding. You're the a-hole. Well, I'm sure your brother is going to find out how little you care about him sooner or later. I hope he remembers and acts accordingly. Exactly, and I feel like Original Poster is taking it like it's an attack on his child. It's not just your child, it's all children. The whole point of the wedding is a child-free wedding, hence no children, child-free. It's not an attack on you or anyone else. It's an attack on all children. They just don't want the grubby snot weasels there. Well, anyways, guys, that's where I leave that video there. That's some entitled family members. If you want to see me look at more entitled family members, let me know, definitely will. Press the bigger subscribe and see you all tomorrow for another video.